Going on, everybody? Mike's Fishing Home here. I'll chill out in the grass for a little bit. It is 39 degrees and raining out there, which might turn into snow overnight. Obviously, it'll be gone by tomorrow, but that's my weather right now. Let's kick off this opening. I'll see you in a minute. Going on, everybody? We have Mike Sampson in the house. Fishing the Mid-South. Right after that, River Rat 3030, that fishing channel, and Wendy rounding out the first comers. Scroll, everybody chit-chatting right there. And there was a funny comment back there that I saw. I told y'all that picture was going to crack you up. Ching Ching in the house. Kevin, what's going on, buddy? Checking in from Lakeland, Florida. Welcome back in. Hello. Jefferson Einstein, what's going on, buddy? I don't know how long I'll be here tonight, but it's been a few days since I've been, I was on the road, couldn't get a signal hardly, so I was on Avid Show, things like that. So it's been a couple of days since I've been live. I was hoping to do some more fishing, but like I said, it's 39 degrees and raining right now with the possibility of snow. I'm in the garage with my jacket. Some of y'all might have already saw I was cooking some grub earlier. I am stuffed like a pig right now. I ate 3 half-pound burgers and 3 chicken thighs, potatoes and onions, all kind of stuff right now. Dan River Boys, what's up? I even posted in the community tab because I was talking with you and I said I'm smashing 3 burgers right now, and then I took a picture and put it in the community. I tried to @mention you, but your name disappears when you @mention. I don't know why YouTube does that sometimes. It shows up as a link for like 3 seconds and then it disappeared. Yeah, Wendy, it would have been a mukbang, all mukbangs. I can't believe it. I'm stuffed. I got just enough room for a little bit of the drinky drink. 39 rain and snow inbound. My yellow butt is staying inside. Yeah, it was just 70 degrees yesterday, man. This is irritating. Dan River had a meatball sub. Man, I had enough meat to make 5 foot longs. I could have gave you 5 foot long meatball subs for what I just ate. Wendy had a taco from Taco Bell, and you're full. Really? Them little bitty ass tacos? I always got to get the 12-pack when I get Taco Bell. Oh, speaking of which, let me copy this link here just like this. Copy. Let me throw this out there now just in case. Wendy, make sure you copy it just in case for later. Yada, yada. Obviously, I got a copy and I can throw it out any other time, but yeah, when I go to Taco Bell, I have to get the 12-pack, but I don't eat fast food often. And more chicken wing jokes. I knew it. I told my lady, I said they're gonna crack up when they see that picture. She's like, "Are you sure you should post that picture?" I said, "Oh, they're gonna love it. They're gonna crack up." Grilled chicken chipotle ranch. Sounds good, but I just know their tacos are so little. Should be empty by now if it was more than 10 minutes ago. Yeah, Taco Bell run right through you, right, Jefferson? Posted a whole bunch of little shorts and videos to get them out of the way today that I've been meaning to get out there. A couple shorts was from tonight. Like I said, I cooked out, so I got a picture of me grilling the burgers and a picture of me grilling the chicken. Finally snagged Catfish's dog, 2 trout from when he was trout fishing with me. Excuse me. Cheers, Ting Ting. But yeah, I'm not kidding. I'm stuffed right now. Hey, Eva, what's going on? Appreciate the like. Thank you so much. Miss South says, drink until I'm handsome. To Wendy. Man, you trying to get her drunk, Miss South? Yeah, I think she's got that sorted out. I heard about that. I'm sorry, guys. I was in bed. Hey, Retire Rig, what's going on, brother? Appreciate that. Yeah, I was matter of fact, look, Nightbot came in right after you and reminded people, please remember to thumb and share if you can. That's right after Retire Rick said thumb and shared. Yes, it is cold. That's why I was telling them. It's 39 and raining. That's on the verge of snow showers. It said there was a 20% chance of snow tonight. It'll obviously melt tomorrow, but man, I'm kind of mad. It looks like that for the rest of my vacation. I hope that changes because I wanted to get a few more days of fishing in before I take my ass back to work. Yeah, I got my heater on next to me over here. We didn't turn the house heat on though because we got the blankets and stuff. We was enjoying having a few days where we didn't have to have no heater or no air conditioning on. We ain't trying to turn the heat back on, man. Them bills are crazy. So you're saying I would have to chew your arm off in the morning to escape Mid-South? He called you a coyote. Ting Ting. That was a good one. Let's go back. Dan Thompson, what's going on, brother? Dan, I think I'm gonna have to maybe swing up your way sometime. We should have a meetup sometime. Go hang out on the water, do some fishing together, man. Because you're actually pretty close to me. Need to. I forget if I have you on Messenger or anything, or maybe I have your phone number. I don't know. I have to look for it sometime. Maybe try to get a date together to where me and you can go fishing. I can make it up there in your area. That ain't too hard. When he has a crush on Mike due to the tank thumb, it gets him every time, man. It gets him every time. uh, there it goes. I tried to highlight it, but it flew past. Evergreen is a few miles away. I don't know what Evergreen is though. Is that like a lake or a river or something? Or is that another town? I know the general area, but it's been like 20 something years since I've been up to the Peoria area. The Mackinac, yeah, I know the Mackinac River too. I ain't never fished it, but I know it. The Mackinac River runs right through my place. Oh, that's cool. It's a lake. All right. Yeah, man, we need to get together sometime. There's a couple other people in Illinois that I'd like to get up with that sometime. It may be the most whoops. It may be the most disappointing 18 seconds of your life, but I apologize afterwards. Random statement. Heard that making 4K quality video compared to 1080 or 720 does you better in the YouTube algorithm. Well, shit, most people don't even have enough data to be messing around with 4K, but it might. Who knows? Kind of wouldn't really make too much sense to me though. Like why a certain resolution would be better. Never know. I'll tell you one thing. Just let me highlight that, just so I can also say one thing. Don't believe most shit you hear on YouTube as far as what helps. I know people that put in way better quality of work than me as far as what they put out there content wise, who can barely reach 300 to 500 subscribers in 5 years. I don't know why. I don't know how. So yeah, I don't think the quality of the video matters. I think the quality of the character matters. Who knows? But the 4K file, yeah, I was gonna say the 4K files are crazy. Most people can't even, don't even have this. Like me on this phone, I couldn't fuck around with trying to download and store a 10-minute 4K video to be able to upload to YouTube and all that jazz. So I don't think the quality of the video matters. I mean, obviously you don't want pixelated crap out there all the time. That kind of is not going to be good to watch. But yeah, there's a lot of things out there that I've heard too. Like you got to do this, you got to do that, or this helps with the algorithm. And the only people that can tell you what truly helps with the algorithm is the person that wrote the algorithm. Technically, but that's the truth. I use 720. Yeah, 720 works good enough. I'd prefer to put out everything in at least 1080, but 720 works good enough. Especially when you're watching on these little phones, the screen is tighter, so it's usually going to be all right. Now, if you put a 720 up on a big, 60-inch 4K TV, it's going to look a little iffy, but whatever. I work too many hours at the hospital. I just do my part by subbing everybody else. And we appreciate that, Ting Ting. Like, I know you're a regular here now. I see you all the time. And if you're working at a hospital, you're doing good work. So much appreciation for you. You're on the front lines doing some good work. Hello, Eva, still hanging out. Thank you, thank you. If you want to type check me out, my night bot will drop your link, or if Wendy or somebody wants to grab Eva's link and put it out there just cause. This ain't her first time here. I don't know if I've even been over there to check her out yet, but I'm assuming I probably have because I usually get back to everybody at least once. Like I tell people, it's up to you if I hang around longer, like what your channel's really about. Is it something I'm going to enjoy watching? If not, I'll at least come by, swing, click the like button, shout you out at least once, make the connection in time. Hey, sunflowers, good to see you. Well, don't give jackets away right away, Eva. Even though I do know, I know you've been here before, but it's even in the rules, no automatic jackets. Eventually, everybody has one when they hang out for a long time and we get to know them. But there you go. Thank you, Wendy. Appreciate it. But yeah, we don't just automatically swing the wrenches out here. Wendy's Sunflowers has a question for you, Wendy. She said, guess what? Chicken butt. Mike Sanson back in the house. What's going on? Keith DOC, what's up? Have a good night, buddy. Give me a tank thumb on the way out the door if you don't mind. Fishing to Miss South, a jacket is what a lot of cultures call a wrench, a moderator wrench. Places like some of the places like Hong Kong and Philippines and a few of those other places like that, they call a jacket a wrench. And when they say I visited your house, that means they're going to your channel. Or if they say please visit my house, they don't mean come knocking on my door. They mean come check out my channel. Yeah, you know what sucks though, Rick? I caught me a decent sized blue catfish before we went over there. And then me, Avid, and Hungry Fishing was on the challenge. But I never caught a fish, so I never was technically on the challenge. But I was there with Avid. That's why I didn't have a show that night, was because I was technically on the challenge, which was awesome being there because it's been so long since I've been there. But yeah, we didn't even get a bite. I'm the only one that caught a fish that whole day. Me and Avid was there for a little while. Well, Avid was there for a while. He was live before I showed up. Once I showed up, he started a new live. And then that's when I caught that blue catfish with the busted tail. And then later on, we switched over. We were Hungry Fishing showed up. And we all were sitting out there just chilling. And then we all Avid into his live. And we went to technically be on Pontoon Jody's show, but it was all underneath Avid's camera. And then I think Hungry Fishing did go on panel on his own camera. My phone kept acting up, so I didn't have my camera up there. So I just sat there. And Avid has a cool swivel where he could have swiveled it. Like if I got a bite, all I had to do was turn the camera while I was running towards my pole, so it would have been on camera. So yeah, we was on the show. Let's see there. 15 days. Tired, sempre keep your seat. Sorry, if I'm missing. Big day at work tomorrow. Gonna call it a night. It's been a pleasure. All right, have a good night, Miss Al. Thanks for stopping in as always, brother. RR Vlogs, what's going on, brother? I don't have local tonight, but I will cheers that with a fireball. Tasty. MLW in the house. What's going on? Watching that busted tail catch was nice, Mike. Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun time. And hey, I didn't skunk. Went down there and got me, what was it? I think it was like a 16 pounder. If I recall it, I think you said it was 16 something. Hey, Bud Files, what's going on? Appreciate the share, RR. Thank you, brother, as always. Glacier Shark in the house. What's going on? Yeah, I definitely hope to get on a lot more this year. It was nice catching one with Avid this year because last time I went down there, I took some funky weather with me and I skunked. Speaking of which, I'm glad I went Friday and not Saturday. Because if I went Saturday, I would have got blamed for the weather again. I'm also glad that I left at 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday because he offered me to stay the whole weekend. He's like, man, I don't care if Mike wants to stay here and hang out with me the whole weekend, I will. And trust me, that was tempting. But I had already kept an eye on the weather and I was already iffy about the weather. Plus, I was tired. I only got like a half-hour nap before I drove home because I sat in the car. The wind picked up out there. It got chilly. I sat in the car and I was just nodding back, looking at the poles, nodding back, looking at the poles. Finally, I was like, man, I need a nap. So I set my alarm for a half hour, went to sleep, My alarm went off, woke me up in a half hour. I went and packed up all my gear, knocked on his window, woke him up from the truck, and was like, "Hey, man, thanks for having me. I'm getting out of here. Gonna go home." So I drove home, and after I got home, did some video editing, yada yada yada, and then tried to lay down for a nap. And then them storms started kicking up on the YouTube storm chaser, so I sat there and watched that. I still hadn't been to bed yet. And I kind of laid back and was trying to take a nap, and I started getting these alerts on my phone. So I was watching that, and that's when I started putting those alerts out there, like, "Hey, this shit's coming through. Missouri and Illinois is getting ready to start having some action." So, finally, I passed out once the thunder and lightning was coming in and the rain, and I'm like, "All right, it's safe enough to go to bed because the tornado part is over. It's just thunderstorms. We're not going to get it in our area." I crashed the hell out. So it was crazy. But if I would have went down there Saturday instead, I would have taken my weather like I did last year. So I'm glad I went Friday instead, and I'm glad I got out of Dodge when I did, because a few hours later it started popping off. Southern Sona grown. Ricky's turn to eat a donut. Oh, thanks, Wendy. Picking people up. I always appreciate it when somebody comes in here or somebody picks them up. Hey, don't forget to say I'll pick you up because Mike's fishing home. I'm just kidding. That is one of the best practices to do. I still do it to this day. If I literally find somebody because of somebody else, or somebody says, "Go check this place out," I tell them, just, that's a way to give props to the person that hooked y'all up. Hey, Ting, it's not just this year, man. It's been a few years now. Last year was a weird year and whatever, but yeah, this one's been a little weird to start out with. Mike's fishing home. Every time I want to change my closet clothes to my spring summer wardrobe, it always goes back to winter. Well, hey, quit changing your wardrobe. Yeah, I figured you probably did. I was just cracking a joke, but it is a good practice for those who don't know. Maybe I should still do a video on that sometime, like what I think are best practices, just for helping. You know, it ain't me trying to say how you have to. Oh, I'm lagging. I'm lagging. Did I stop lagging? There we go. If I wasn't to y'all, I was on my end. But yeah, it's like I said, I never tell people what this is how you do it. But I think there's certain things that make sense, that is what I would consider good practice. Rick needs a donut. Probably in a pudding cup too. Jefferson said, "Give more closet sunflowers." Right? Quit switching closets. You're bringing us winter. Awesome. Even Glacier Shark all the way up in Alaska is getting some seeds. Wendy out there doing the work. That is awesome. Just sending more cilantro to Rick. Speaking of which, as soon as this rain over the next few days goes away, I'm gonna go ahead and get out there and till the hell out of my garden and try to get some seeds in the ground. Hopefully it ain't too late, like Wendy said. Although I live in a different area than you, Wendy. Like I've planted late sometimes and still produced enough. Not sustainable to where it's like, oh, okay, I'm good, like a homesteader or a true gardener does. It's not going to get me through the season, but I usually get at least enough. Hey, Cindy, what's going on? There's the lady of the hour. I heard last night was a little iffy. I'm sorry I wasn't there at the time. I'm glad you guys got it all sorted out. I forgot who it was, but even somebody cracked a joke here tonight. They said, I'm glad I got a wrench here. I don't need to get timed out somewhere else. So I'm assuming that was probably a part of last night's shenanigans. Yeah, I go back to work hopefully Thursday, unless my boss pulls some shenanigans and sends me in on Wednesday. But I should technically still be on vacation until Thursday. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you one thing though, Cindy. Don't worry about it. You're gonna have a mess occasionally. Even once you're pretty good at doing the stuff, there's times where something's gonna happen. You're like gonna be flipping through or something, and you are a good Mike. You have plenty of time. Yeah. Uh, but anyways, yeah, shit happens all the time. Even just like I said with connections. Sometimes I go out there and my connection sucks. My celebration for 1 year being monetized, I truly wanted to spend the whole day at Lake Taylorville. I got like 15 minutes, and the stream was so bad. I just said, hell with it. I'm going to cut this. I sat there by myself in silence for a little while and just enjoyed nature and fished for a little while. Wasn't getting anything. And I was like, well, I could spend the whole day here just for myself to do some fishing, but I wanted to celebrate with my friends. So I went back home to the lake, and so yeah, I wasted an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes or so driving, and the gas to get down there and all that stuff for a busted feed. So shit happens, but real people get through it, and your real friends always hang out with you. They don't care about that crap. They're coming back. Oh, come on, get on the filter. What up, John? Good to see you. Glad you fared well through that weather, because that shit was going crazy up there, man. Tornadoes was even heading for downtown St. Louis. What's up, J Dog in the house as well? Good to see you, man. Sorry I can't be out there fishing right now. I've been trying to do a bunch of fishing during this vacation, but it is after the thunderstorms and tornadoes that happened the other day, it went down to 41 degrees and raining. I ain't going out there in that today. So I figured I'd just pop up here, hang out, shoot shit, and have some fun with folks for a little while. I got a big fat full belly. Trying to wash those burgers down with some beer. I ate 3 half-pound burgers and 3 chicken thighs and some potatoes and onions. I'm stuffed. It's going to get 32 degrees in a bit, and it's supposed to snow. Yeah, I was mentioning that here earlier too. That's what I said is it's supposed to possibly snow, but it'll be warm enough tomorrow. It ain't like it's going to stick. It would mostly be just flurries and whatever around here. Maybe an inch at the most if something happened, but I doubt it. Had a tornado try to vacuum cows and cars in the sky about a week ago. Yeah, they'll do that. You let a tornado run across a car or a cow, it's going to get sucked up like a vacuum. And Ting Ting, in case you didn't see that, Wendy says email her. She gave it email there. Did you hear a horn blow several times at the dividing dam, Mike? I seen your vehicle. No, I wouldn't have noticed it because people do that all the time going by there. If you went by while I was there and you were honking your horn, it wouldn't matter to me. It happens all the time. You would literally have to run down there and like honk your horn right in front of my face, like beep, 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 until I looked at you. Usually when people drive by, they start honking their horn just because they know people are fishing down there. They're either honking their horn to support the fishing or they're honking their horn to be annoying because they're pricks. But it happens all the time. There we go. Skipjack Cindy picking you up too. There you go, MLW. You're getting a couple out here tonight. Appreciate y'all. Joe McGraw, what's going on? Good to see you again. Saw you a little earlier. When he's going to get a beer to wash down a taco? Man, you ate that taco an hour ago. If it ain't washed down yet, you got problems. No. Hey, Zed's Place. Hey, you're welcome, man. Yeah, I hit Avid up right away too because I knew he might still be down there on that river. And I was like, dude, Belleville just got mentioned on a Storm Chase feed. You might want to be, But he said he left a little earlier. He was already back home, I think. By the time the shit was hitting the fan, apparently he had already gotten back home. So, but he said they were surrounded by those small tornadoes that were spinning off. But yeah, and I feel bad if I missed anybody, but when that shit starts kicking off, and I know who's in that area, I'll try to alert them just in case they don't know. But yeah, cheers, Ed. And y'all have to forgive me. I don't have the tall boys tonight like I normally like to drink. My lady wanted some beer, so she said pick up a 20-pack of the aluminum bottles because she likes the smaller bottles. We still get the aluminum so we can recycle them. But yeah, I don't have the tall boys. I got these little 16 ounces or 20 ounces or whatever they are. I think they're 20 ounce. I don't know. I can't see under this light. I says, no, they ain't my tall boys. What's up, Fresno? Got old CBA in the house. Huckleberry, hello, hello. That fishing channel says, what beer goes down with a good taco? Bud Light. Mike's Fishing Home. I soon should have a surprise to show you. Awesome. We love surprises around here, especially if it's something you're doing. Anytime somebody has a surprise to drop out on us, it's always a blast for us to enjoy. Hey, wait a minute. Matter of fact, I think I got to go back and watch a live that I missed today. Zed, did you ever do that live? I was watching a replay the other day, and on that replay, you were telling somebody you were going live, and I think it was supposed to be today. So if you have a live or a premiere that you did today, can you do me a favor and get the link out there? Or one of them, Wendy would know too. That will remind me to go watch it. Oh, you just got done. I thought you said something. I could have sworn it said like 2 in the afternoon or some crap. I don't know. I was watching something and it said you were doing a live or a premiere, and I thought it was about like the ants working and all that stuff. I don't know. You know me, I'm scatterbrained. Hey, Polar Bear, what's going on, brother? Just got done. Well, thanks for coming in after that. I could have sworn you said something like 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Wendy's time or some crap like that. Yeah, see, it says you had an awesome live today, too. I thought it was during the day. But then I forgot. But then once I saw your name, I was like, wait a minute. I remember hearing him talking about going live. Huckleberry, Glacier. So it was tonight. I thought he said something about like in the daytime. My bad. Missouri, what's going on? Yeah, it ended up passing us pretty good, Missouri, Randy. I passed out listening to the storm because it was so peaceful and calming as far as storms go. It came in like it was gonna blow up, but as soon as it hit us, like it just went fizzle, and it just was a normal, typical thunderstorm. It was supposed to be at 2 fire ant sculptures. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about because I heard you talking about it on another live that I was watching a replay to. I wasn't there live. I was watching a replay. Excuse me. That fishing channel, Jefferson Einstein, Joe Ziegler, Huckleberry, retirement. Still caught up. Just trying to scroll there. Get back to the bottom. I had you take a nap. Yeah. Hey, I feel like I said last night, I passed the hell out. I felt bad. I woke up seeing all kinds of texts and messengers asking if I could go help Cindy, and I was passed out. After being awake almost 40 hours straight with only like a half hour nap, I was just like passed out when them storms came in to my area and they died off. And I'm like, all right, now it's a nice, beautiful, peaceful thunderstorm. I'm going to bed. Awesome, awesome. Skipjack picking up Zed. I'll grab this link again, drop that just in case. Whoops. Just, I guess, copy. I'm gonna drop this out again just because it's been a while. I'm not worried if your mic comes up or not. I just like to keep this link out there just in case anybody does, or in case Wendy wants to copy it, yada yada. Let's see here. Post. Come on, you stupid thing. Post comment. You know, it cracks me up. I've done a tutorial on this so many times, but yet sometimes I'm like, why ain't it working? All right, have a good night, Rick. See you later, brother. Hopefully our weather picks back up here real soon. I'm kind of mad. I'm supposed to have a, let's see, what's today? Sunday, so I got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I should have 3 more days of vacation. Well, so far it says 3 more cold, rainy, stormy days. I'm mad. Next year, I might have to take my lady's advice and take my vacation in May instead of trying to tie it up to the 1 year celebration and the 2 year celebration for monetizing. That's the only reason I took it at the same time this year as I did last year. All right, Wendy. Thank you. She says she has a link. This year, the only reason I took it at the same time was because it was a special time. I got monetized during my last vacation. So I thought, hey, let me try to sync it up and just do it at the same time for nostalgia. Next year, I think I'm going to make it in May. We'll get done with the bullshit lingering winter. We'll get done with the crappy, unpredictable April weather. So, yeah, Rick, hopefully. And hey, if not, like I said, I plan on trying to stick to my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays off. So every week this year, either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, I should be available at least one of those days. Depending on what's going on, would depend on which day. Like sometimes it might be a Monday, I can do it. Sometimes it might be a Tuesday. Sometimes it might be a Wednesday. So for the rest of this year, even after I get back to work, sometime on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, if you're going out, let me know. And one of those days, I might be able to get out there with you. Yeah, Huckleberry, that's what I'm talking about. We had 70 yesterday. We had 70 on Friday. And then today, it's 40. Raining and a possibility of snow overnight. Not a lot of snow. It's just, it's so cold that the rain might turn to snow for a minute. John says, Cindy blocked that troll Wendy last night. Yeah, absolutely, Rick. Absolutely. I can't wait to get back out there, man. Oh, that's funny. Oops, I was going to roll. See, I heard a bloop. That means somebody's there. Hey, there's sunflowers. What's going on, sunflowers?
Oh, hello. Howdy, howdy.
Hello, hello.
What's up?
How you doing today?
I'm great. Did you hear about Chicago?
No, what about it?
The president announced that Chicago is going to be the place in 2024 for the Democratic convention.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. I thought you meant something else.
No.
Yeah, I heard that.
I just heard about
Hey, Fluff.
I hope
Oh, yeah, I heard about that like 4 days ago. Because even though I don't do my politics here much, trust me, I'm very up on my politics. So yeah, I heard that like 4 or 5 days ago.
I was surprised because the last time we did it, there was a race riot.
Yeah, that was back in I think the 60s.
Yeah, so I was
or maybe early 70s. It's been a long time since Chicago did it. Yeah,
I was surprised, but anyways, I'm good. I had 2 days today.
God dang it. Trying to roll a cigarette, but I'm doing it under no lighting. I might have to turn my light on for a minute.
Okay.
The reason I turned this one off is it gives me this stupid weird light beam in front of my face.
Yeah.
You probably see there's like a light beam right here in front of my face.
It has
and no matter where I sit, I see it. So I like to turn that light off.
Somebody was explaining it has to do with where the light is. So
yeah. Well, I don't have a lampshade or anything on there. It's just a direct light bulb above me. So
right. Somebody was explaining to me because when I stream in certain parts of the house, the light is right in my face and it bothers people watching.
Yeah.
And they said it has to do with how you sit and where the light comes through. So that's why you have to be particular when you set up for stream and put lights.
Yep. I'll tell you one thing. On this divided screen here, I'm not seeing it. I know it shows up when I'm on full screen. Oh, wait. Yeah, it is. I can see it right there when I move my head.
Part of you is
There's a little bitty light beam in front of me.
I get it, but part of you blocks it because you're technically not in the way.
Yeah.
So, since you've been on this vacation, how many fish have you caught so far? Do you know?
Not enough. Technically, I've only caught, I think, 5 if you're talking only catfish. Maybe 4.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think 4. But 2 of them were a blast because they were new PBs each time on Little Rod. When I caught the 3-pounder, that was a new PB. And then when I caught the 4-pounder, that was a new PB.
What do you mean?
A new PB. PB means personal best.
Oh, gotcha.
So my personal best on that rod, which is kind of a fun rod to begin with. So I caught 2 PBs on that. Started with the 3-pounder, and then 2 days later I caught the 4-pounder. So that was a blast. And then I did catch, I caught the 16-pounder while I was up there with Avid, so that was fun.
Holy cow, 16?
I'm so tired. I went to roll a cigarette and forgot to put the tobacco in it. And oh, I know what happens. When you light the tube with no tobacco in it, it's just going to flare up in your face like a fireball.
Yeah. But congratulations, 16 pounds. Wow.
Yeah, it's not a beast at all, but it was fun that I actually got to go catch one with Avid. Because last year when I fished with them, we both skunked because it was freezing out there. And like we were just neither one of us caught a fish that day. So this year I went down there and I actually caught a fish, and I was the only one to catch a fish. So I feel good about that. Speaking of which, we got the 1v1 champ in the house.
Who let that dog out?
Hello.
I posted that video today of your two trout if you haven't seen it yet.
Oh yeah, I watched it.
I titled it 10 Red Ball put a whooping on me.
I watched it earlier. Yeah, it popped up. You know, I always watch your stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
I even seen you had the old grill pounded with hamburgers today.
And chicken afterwards. I'm stuffed right now, dude. I ate 3 half-pound burgers on bread with the lettuce, pickles, and all the trimmings, and 3 chicken breasts, and some grilled pineapple, and some potatoes and onions.
My question is that what was in the aluminum foil, potatoes and onions?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I thought, because I seen that aluminum foil in the middle of the grill, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what's in that. It must be taties.
Yep. Yeah, somebody actually subscribed and commented, and that was their question on that short. I gained like 5 subscribers off of both of the little grill shorts.
Oh yeah.
I gained like 10 or 12 subscribers off of a couple of each of the catfish shorts I did too. So it's been a crazy day. Like I've been blowing up today subscriber wise. Every time I look, I got a new number.
That's awesome.
But yeah, somebody actually subscribed and commented and said, "What's in the foil?" I was like, potatoes and onions.
You didn't burn the onions, did you?
Hey, Gandalf. What's that?
You didn't burn onions, did you?
Hell no.
Good. I have some news.
Get that aluminum. Look, get your aluminum foil. Just coat it with a little bit of butter. Throw your stuff in there. Season it up. Put a little butter on top. Wrap it up. Mm-hmm. Put it on the coal there. Get it going first, because your potatoes are going to take longer than almost anything else you put on that grill. So get those going first, and you're not going to burn those up in there no matter what.
Good.
I mean, unless you lift it overnight, I guess.
I have news for you.
Yeah, what's the news? Is this the surprising news you was talking about?
No, that's a picture. I promise.
Oh, okay.
I have to wait until the cows come out. Remember, I told you I'd show you a picture of the cows in my neighborhood. They're not out. No, I cooked with garlic and onions, and I did not burn them.
Low and slow, baby. Low and slow.
I remember what you told me.
Awesome.
Yep, garlic goes in last.
Okay.
I'll bet it tasted amazing too.
Yeah. But maybe my grandma taught me that. But for all these years, I actually just never knew that garlic goes in last.
But you know, the onions, you can cook them for a long time. You can never burn onions.
Well, you can if you turn the heat up too high, though.
Well, I mean, even if you kind of caramelize them, even I guess you could caramelize them and get them browned, you know, and burn them up a little bit, but they're still.
Tim, you did not just say to me, Christina here, you can't burn onions, did you?
Well, I mean,
I'm Christina and I burn onions. Nice to meet you.
I mean, it's
I've burned onions several thousands times.
It's harder to, what I'm saying is it's just harder to burn onions than it is garlic.
No.
Oh, definitely. Garlic will burn up in a few seconds if the heat's too high.
For you, but for me, I'm telling the truth. I think the problem.
Wait a minute. No. Hey, Zed, I got a better one than that. And I hope he's listening back there. I love you, brother. If not, maybe he'll see this later. Don't talk about cows in front of Possum Outdoors either. Because earlier, during that live replay, I heard them talking about cows. And he said, I don't do titties.
Oh, Lord.
He was talking about udders. He was talking about milk and udders. And he said, I don't do titties. And then he was like, wait a minute. That don't sound right.
Yeah.
So don't talk about cows in front of Possum either.
Oh,
hey, Nets.
But I think that would be fun to try to milk a cow.
Yeah, Zed knows what I'm talking about. He was there. That's the live I was talking about when I heard you announce that you had a live coming up. And I thought it was supposed to be this afternoon.
Well, now you know, Ting Ting. We're just alike. We burn garlic.
Never knew why my noodles taste like crap until my grandma says, stop burning the garlic. Yeah. Anytime you burn something, you're going to add a very bitter flavor in there. Technically, you could leave it and try to balance that bitterness out, but it's very hard.
I tried with onions. It doesn't work. My onions got pitched. There was no white left on the onion.
Jefferson says, I like even burnt caramelized onions, but I don't know how to burn them, though. Yeah, technically, if you think about it, when you burn onions, it almost just turns them into a nice crispy onion. I mean, it is really, really, really hard to make an onion.
Not only that,
It's
but all
hard
the
to make an onion inedible.
Mike,
it's hard to make an onion inedible, basically.
Mike, I got one for you. You said they turn crispy. Mine disintegrated because I picked it up with a fork and I'm like, where'd it go? And it all crumbled back to the saucepan.
So you truly, truly had a burnt onion.
Mm-hmm. Because sometimes I forget. Because I told you last time, it's been a long time since my grandma taught me things. So sometimes I forgot because I don't do it often enough. And if you do it often enough, it'll sink in your head. And I forget sometimes to turn down the heat. And I left it on high and it disintegrated. Onion. So now I know better. So thanks.
Yeah, but you know what?
She couldn't even make onion straws or nothing out of it. It was just gone.
Here's the thing about that. Here's the thing about that with onions.
You could turn that into a onion ash.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
And flavor something else up with it. And make it sound fancy, be like, this is a burnt onion ash.
Okay. We can come up with something.
I'm going to tell you right now, that's the secret to a lot of cooks. If they fuck something up, they're going to present it a different way and call it something else. Exactly. They might be like, oh, I'm going to have this hash brown, but they do something wrong, and they're like, well, we're going to have a potato puree.
That's true. Mm-hmm. So you were going to say something, Tim?
Yeah, I was going to say, even if you cook your onions down to where they disintegrate when you pick them up, all that flavor is still going to be in your food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you just cooked all that flavor.
That's all that called it onion ash.
Yep. You just transferred the flavor by doing that. I mean, onions are hard to do wrong.
Oh, no. Except for me.
Joe.
But I'm learning. I'm willing to learn, Tim, and try new things.
When you said onion powder. Yeah, but if it's black, if it's black, like, because it's burnt so bad, you got to call that like an onion ash if you're trying to be truthful. That ain't onion powder, that's onion ash.
or onion pepper.
Ting Ting has a good idea. She says, if it tastes like crap, just give it a French name, Mike.
I like that.
When in doubt,
that's what I say. You just got to throw a spin on it. You got to throw a spin on it. But if you can balance it out somehow with some other flavors and then turn something that would normally be like, you can't serve that. Present it in a way that blends with some other flavors and then give it a twist name on it. You can get away with it.
Okay. But my goal
really can.
But my goal is to make the food properly edible. Because I actually want to do it right. So I took your advice last time and it worked.
Wendy says I would love to have a cooking show with sunflowers. Hashtag viral.
You know what we could do, Wendy? We'll call it Good Chef, Bad Chef. You're the good chef. I'm the bad chef. And then you could teach me to be a good chef.
Sponsored by kind of fire extinguisher company?
No, it's sponsored by. No, you know who it could be sponsored by? 1-800-RENT-A-FISH. Or 1-800-DON'T-BURN-THE-FISH.
1-800-RUIN the
1-800 rent a fire department.
Okay. But you're not wrong. They probably do need the fire extinguisher. Because I told a story where the neighbor came to the house and she wanted to make sure I wasn't dying because the fire alarm wouldn't stop going off. Because I burnt rice.
Joe Ziegler's got a good name for it. Cooking under the sun.
Oh, yeah. But Wendy, maybe we can do it someday.
You guys both get grills and cook out in the backyard, be cooking under the sun.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Or, you could do it at night, call it cooking under the sun late night.
That'd be cooking under the moon.
Ting Ting. Isn't that the thing in the can? Isn't Spam the ham in a can?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever had it? Any of you?
Yes.
Is it good?
My lady actually enjoys Spam just because it was another one of those weird things that they got sent to the island. Spam and turkey tails.
What are turkey tails?
Hey, Anonymous.
Turkey
fried
tails.
spam.
Right. So for those who
Amazing.
don't know, my lady is Polynesian. She
Oh,
literally lived on the island of Ponape.
that's cool.
Well, the military or the U.S. government used to send turkey tails over there because a lot of people here did not eat turkey tails back then. So they would pack, all these companies would chop off the turkey tails and pack them up and ship them to like islands and stuff.
Oh, you were
And
kidding.
they thought it was a treat because they're used to like fishing for the fish in the ocean and hunting the boars and whatever on the island, but they didn't have no turkeys. So to get this little fatty turkey tail was like a treat to them. So yeah, the U.S. government used to ship turkey tails off to a lot of the territories and islands that were U.S. territories.
Well, that's neat.
It was crazy.
So how do you?
She
prepare them?
remembers as an 8-year-old eating turkey tails that was sent from the government back, when her dad was in the military over there and her mom was a teacher.
I didn't know people eat them. So how do you prepare them?
Oh, you can do anything with the turkey tails. It's just like a piece of chicken. So you can fry it, you can blanch it and boil it. You can throw it in with some celery and shit and make a stock out of it. What's up, David? I'm glad I came down on Friday. I'm glad I came down Friday and not Saturday. Because if I came down Saturday, you could have blamed me for the weather again.
No, I blame that one from Tim.
Nope. Here we go. Now, you're here to see this. You know what? I was embarrassed Friday night. I was embarrassed Friday night to watch that. Hey, on a national show, skunk up the place. Holy crikey!
You know, Mike, you can always time him out for us.
I can't do that. I will tell you, Tim was on the show longer than we was during that commercial because we never got a fish. So Tim got more airtime than us, and we had 3 of us out there.
Yeah, but you know what? Tim was too scared to come down and fish with us.
Oh,
all right. Looky here. You guys, you're in for it now. You're in for it now. Ricky Bobby, what's going on, baby? I'm going to have to get a hold of retired Rick, and I'm going to have to take a Friday night off, and I'm going to have to go down there, and me and retired Rick's going to have to get on that boat on Lake Springfield and show the rest of the Illinois crew how it's done.
Oh, wait a minute. You notice he said a Friday night because I'll be at work. He don't want me on that boat with them.
Well, see, I'll tell you what, I'm going to take a Friday night off from work, and I'm going down there. We're going to get on that show. And we're gonna show them.
Hey, I might have to do that too then.
We're gonna show them. No bad luck schleppwalk with us. No way. It's gonna be the other half of Illinois crew
I've
that's
already called a 22-pounder off his boat. I'm not jinxing that boat. I've already christened that boat. I've teed off the back and I've landed a fish. That boat is mine too, just like Rick's.
You tried Rick, but he would have came down and fished with me and Mike, but he had a wedding. That's the only reason why he didn't come down.
Yeah.
You come up with excuses.
Hey, I gotta work on Friday nights.
See, Mike?
Yeah, I normally do. Like I said, I was on vacation. That's the only reason I can make it down there that time.
I know, but I'm giving him grief since he's giving us all the grief.
Yeah, I know, but hey, I mean, it's due grief though. Technically, there was 3 of us, 7 rods in the water. Not a single bite once we went to Jody's show.
I can't believe it, Abbott. You know what I told you on your show a little bit earlier? He hasn't gone there yet, but I am going to go there right now. Watch this. I will say though, Mike, I did see that catfish you caught on Abbott's show though.
Yeah, it was nice.
Get ready to time him out.
That was pretty nice. But
I was like, mute him. Hey, Abbott, you do know you're an administrative mod here, right? You're not a normal mod. You are an administrative mod.
Yeah, but
I don't know if that means you could time a moderator out though or not.
I think you can.
I can. But I
think you can. Hey, and I'm gonna push the buttons. I don't care.
Abbott says you better stay on panel because if you're talking in chat,
I've had my nose in the corner before. I'm not scared.
He said just in case, hide your hose.
Yeah, I am, but y'all know now.
Wendy,
right. Abbott, hey, wait a minute. I got one better. Abbott's gonna make you hide your nose.
Yeah.
In the corner. All right, Ricky,
what happens? I'm gonna put y'all know.
Hey, I can always go whap.
Sorry,
man.
I can give you make your nose turn red like Rudolph.
I'll get back up. It'll be all good.
Huckleberry, Eljon Beans. What's going on, brother?
Hey, Huckleberry, hello, John. Wendy, as you
I got
notice,
the link down there for you. When you said, "Who am I timing out?"
Just with that, Wiggs, I'm going to step you in a hollow tree and throw you in the Mississippi River and send you down to Louisiana.
We got Rockin' Ribs Ricky.
What's up, Ricky Bobby?
What's that?
Thank you, Eljon. I appreciate the international shares.
There you go, There you go, Jefferson. You're timed up for 300 seconds, just for the hell of it.
How you doing tonight, Ricky?
Sorry, Jefferson, I can't help you.
My dang internet's slow again tonight.
Oh, hello.
River Rat 30.
River Rat, baby, what's going on? My brother from another mother, what's going on, baby?
Wendy,
what's going on,
you said you me out, so I did you a favor.
What's up, Whiskers? Go ahead, hey.
I'm being a what? Wigs? Okay.
Uh-oh. What? Hey, I'm gonna warn y'all right now. I got him fired up earlier. He's in a put people in the corner mood tonight.
Who is?
Abby.
Oh, Abby.
Yeah, I went over on his show and grilled him for a while, but hey, Abby, it's all in love.
It's all in love what I'm doing, but
He gonna get out the old racetrack whipping belt. Remember those back in the day, the racetracks?
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
God. Hot Wheels
I
racetrack, but welts.
Racetrack strip.
That shit would make you dance.
Yeah.
You lose
A lot of people thought those toys were popular because the kids wanted them. Oh, trust me, the kids didn't want them back in the day.
No.
It was the parents buying that shit.
Yeah.
Wendy, one thing is, Tim is too scared to come in to chat and talk.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh.
I'd have to drop off panel. I'd rather look you in the eye and make fun of you, Abbott.
Well, hey, I know. Hey, I got you on my panel before.
Did you notice everybody got quiet when that statement was made? You know, they was just waiting. You know, who's going to say something?
Tim came up on the panel and got smart with me once, and he lost his mic.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. I took his mic away from him right when he started to say something, and I'm like, click.
If you'll remember correctly, I was riding down the road in the back of that convertible with my Mr. Microphone, and he shut me off. He pardon the phrase, he cock blocked me when he shut off my Mr. Microphone.
Yeah, he did.
I did it to him a couple times on that panel, and everybody started laughing. He started to say something. He's like, blah, blah. He was gone.
Billy.
Hey, Billy, what's up? Hey, hold on a second. I got something to say real quick, straight to Billy, all right? Now, Billy, I seen you was in John Parker's live the other day, and I didn't say hi to you. I missed it, and I'm sorry, and I want to say, hide your hose. Sorry about that, bro.
Huckleberry, Tim did say that. That's words right out of Tim's mouth, Huckleberry.
And apparently it's getting everybody frisky now because all of a sudden Ting Ting says, I ain't had a good spanking in a while.
Oh.
Ting Ting.
Tim's getting them frisky.
Yeah. Slow down, Tim.
If you're an admin, you could probably do that.
And the funny thing about that is now I'm not so sure about Sunflower because I don't know how her parents raised her, but I bet you every man on this panel has
Holy crap, he's got the Jaeger
track.
That's what?
Felt the Hot Wheels track.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I guarantee I felt worse than the Hot Wheels.
Oh, yeah.
The Hot Wheels was a treat. Man, I ain't had Jaeger for a long time. I might have to get one of that one of these nights just to see how it does me. I left that shit alone about 15 years ago.
Mike, you remember the ice water handle?
No, my mom had one of these things. I don't know what the hell it was, but it was a wood carving. It was carved out. It had a stupid little handle on it, of course, so she could grab the handle and whoop my ass with it. Ooh, I didn't like that. I would rather have the race car track than that little goofy wooden thing she had.
No, my parents weren't allowed to hit me.
Hey, I hated that metal ice water handle.
Oh, yeah. Not the plastic part, the metal part.
The metal one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You once and you'd stand up straight and stiff as a board.
Yeah. You bow backwards when they hit you for some reason. I don't know why. That was just a reaction, I guess.
And now look at here, Sunflowers. You hear us talk about getting our asses whooped like crazy with crazy shit, but guess what? And that one time in our lives, that was lesson learned.
Yes.
Yep.
I told my parents
back then
they were allowed to hit me. I said,
you asked for it, so I just did Wendy a favor.
Was you a good kid, Sunflower?
Yeah, but my parents would tell you I had a mouth on me.
Really?
Well, every parent will tell you that about their kids.
Yeah.
But I used to tell when I was a child, I'm going to tell a story. When I was a child, I lived through the Reagan administration. And one of the things we had to do was these dare. Did you have to do that, Mike? Dare?
Well,
you're talking about the dare, the dare to keep kids off drugs.
Yeah,
just say no to drugs.
I went to Catholic school, okay, but we also had to do it. And the police officers told us, no, I don't know why. They said nobody is supposed to touch you, and if they that's bad. You don't want people to touch you when you don't ask for it. So I used to go home going, you can't hit me because I'll call the cops on you. And they're like, where did you get this from? I said, the cop at school told us no adult is supposed to hit us. The cop told us if you hit us, we're supposed to reach for the phone and call. And my mother goes, the cops won't get here fast enough. I said, Mother.
Right?
I said, Mother, we have a cordless. But here's me. I said, Mother, we have a cordless phone. You think I'm going to stay in the house and wait? I'll take the cordless phone and get out of here. The cops told us they were trying to teach us about abuse. Okay? And that's what I took from that lesson. So they're like, oh. And I never got hit.
See, here's the thing. If we was to come home to our parents and say, you can't hit me before you can reach the phone, you'd have to get up off the floor.
That's what my dad
This is for you telling me what I can and can't do.
I'm of that same generation too.
Yeah.
Seriously, I had a mouth.
Yeah.
And I think many times I probably served a little mouth.
See, my younger sister is the one who tried to pull that shit with my mom too, where she felt she could get away with everything. And like one time she got caught crawling in the second story window on a ladder trying to bring a boy into the room. Well, my mom just happened to be walking in there to make sure she was had her stuff ready for school the next day.
Oh, she truly.
I'm talking. She was like 14, 15 when this. Oh, so my mom whooped her ass. So my sister ran out, called the cops. Cops came there. My mom went to damn jail for that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you kidding me? She was trying to bring a boy into the house at 14 years old on a ladder through the back window. And you're taking her to jail because she gave her a whooping? Man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's when that shit started. My sister's generation is kind of when that shit really, really got hardcore. Yeah. You can't whoop your kids at all. You can't do nothing. Now, see, I have personally never whooped my kids. I'm not gonna lie, I'm on that. But we make sure that we raise them, to know better. They know, because if they do one single thing wrong, they have nothing that they enjoy to do. They will get nothing that they enjoy. And that makes you just as miserable as getting your ass whooped, pretty much. So it works.
There are some kids that you don't. There are some kids you don't have to do that with. My oldest grandson never, ever was a problem. Ever. He never got in trouble.
It was then. No, yeah. Some kids you never have an issue with, and you don't even have to worry about should I whoop them or should I take something away or what should I do. Some kids just don't, and luckily our kids are kind of along that line. They haven't had to be disciplined much, but occasionally when we do, it's literally like you lose everything. And that teaches them real quick, I better behave.
I would think that would, in my opinion, I would think that would work more than a slap because you're so bored. What are you going to do? Like a kid today couldn't survive without their phone or video game.
Right.
But yeah,
and that's what I'm kind of saying. It's a different world these days. So back then, it's kind of you only could whoop them because there was nothing you could really take away back then. You could say, "Oh, you're grounded," but it didn't matter because there was nothing that was that entertaining except for getting outside. But nowadays, there's so much interaction and connectivity and gaming and phones, like you said, and social media and whatever, all that crap. So if you nix all of it in one shot, you don't got a damn thing. Except for dinner, going to work, going to school, going to bed, doing some chores. They learn real quick. I better behave.
But see, Tim, you and I, avid, earnest what was they gonna take away from us back then? Our chores?
No, maybe your
You
bike.
know?
Your bike.
Oh no, we didn't have one.
We didn't have a bike. We didn't have much toys.
If they took your bike, you walked.
Imagination.
Yeah, you walked.
Also,
But you had chores. You had work to do after school. It didn't matter what. Ain't that right, Abby?
That's right.
Yeah, chores to do.
Yeah, as soon as I got off the bus.
You got sent to your room. You didn't get.
Well, then that's why they did grounding. You can't go.
We did grounding, but that didn't happen either.
No, you didn't.
That
have
didn't
grounding?
happen. You just got your
You
butt.
got grounded by the seat of your britches.
Yeah, you got that ass tore up, and you thought about it while you was doing your work after school. You know, I had to go to the barn and get all that done. You know, milk the little Jersey cow. Make
They
sure
take
the
so much-
holidays took care
They
of.
took so much away of
Back
people
then,
from people too.
There's no grounding. It's
Doing
either do
stuff
your
like
chores
that.
or get your
Yeah, exactly.
high chance.
I just had a mouth. I didn't do anything bad. I just had a mouth on me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
back then,
Give
But see, back
everybody a
then,
trophy.
that would be considered being bad.
Nobody's
yeah.
a loser.
You had a
It's
mouth
called
on
a smart
you back in
mouth.
the
That's
day.
what my grandmother
That was
used to
I
being
know what
bad.
you mean, but I know, but I didn't do the other stuff that other kids did. That
Yeah,
considered
but back
that.
then,
That's
if you
just the
talk
only
back
thing
to
I
your
did.
parents,
Wait, what?
back then, if you talk back
Go
to
ahead,
your
Ed.
parents, you either got backhanded or you got your butt beat.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back
because I
talk
told them-
equal to backhand.
Yeah.
Because I told
Hey,
them
that
I'm
was my
not going
dad's nickname, Backhand.
Backhand.
Yeah.
But
That's a
no,
good name.
They
Remember that?
backhand you real
I
quick.
never got hit. I never
Ting
got
Ting
hit.
Ting says my tiger mom whooped my butt a bunch. I was a bad girl.
No, I never got.
Welcome back again, dog.
I never once got hit.
Well, good for
count your
you.
blessings.
However, my mother sometimes would try to throw a shoe, like a slipper or something, and then
Yeah, flip flops and all
Yeah.
that.
we went to Busch Gardens. You know Busch Gardens.
Yeah.
My parents came home with like a sorority paddle.
Yeah.
No.
It looked
Right.
like that. It was from Busch
Just kind of
Gardens.
like that wooden handle thing I was talking about earlier. My mom had this little wooden handle
Yeah.
thing. It was damn near a paddle, except for it was solid wood. I
It
mean,
really was.
a
And
paddle can
sometimes-
eventually crack, break, and splinter. This thing wasn't going nowhere. I don't know what
Yeah.
it was, but it wasn't going nowhere.
That was
I
it.
guarantee you right now, it's probably still in a Goodwill or somebody else's house right now. That thing is still alive today. I guarantee it.
It's still kicking
My
at night.
nephew, one of my nephews, I think, got threatened with that.
I remember when I remember when the teacher used to take your hand and bend it back like this right here, and he'd
Oh,
take
yeah.
a ruler, take a
They
ruler
got
and burn your
ruler.
hand up, boy.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
The teachers and the principals used to have that right back in the day because their parents
Yeah.
would sign that little slip that says, "Yeah, whoop my kid's ass
Yeah.
if they're acting up."
I saw
The
that.
There was
Every,
a
every
permission
principal
There
across
was
the
a
U.S. had a
permission
wood
slip
paddle.
to whoop a kid's ass at school.
Yeah.
I saw that on TV. It was called corporal punishment. I don't know
Yep.
what state it was in, but this
Yeah,
was modern time.
that's what they
That they
called
were
it.
explaining they used to use like a wooden paddle, and the
Yep.
parents were okay with someone else hurting
Yep.
their kid. But this
Yep.
was a bad
Yep.
story where it went too far, and you could see all the bruises. And I'm like crying when I saw that news story.
Hell, I had bruises.
Because I'm like, oh, it's a little kid in elementary school. Oh my God. See, that's me. I don't
Hey,
think
I was a mean kid. I've deserved every bit of mine.
I did too.
That's something for your smack talk.
I mean, the paddle our principal had, it had holes in it.
Mhm.
I mean, that
Yep.
thing was probably 1.5 inches thick.
Yeah, he didn't have to
probably-
go back far.
Huh?
I
That's
said he
when
didn't
I
have
used
to
to
go
be like,
back
"These
far.
dude," that's when I used to think this dude must be a pervert. Why has he got this like technically like that's a kinky ass paddle that you would have in your house for you and your lady or something to
Yeah.
have fun with?
Yeah.
Why he got that out there whooping kids? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
It didn't make no sense.
You could feel the
Remember
hide
that
suck through the hole, you know, every time you can hear the whistle.
Yep.
when it was coming
You could hear a
down.
whistle on the way down.
Yeah.
It was like, pow.
Yeah.
They're going through that
Have
thing.
you guys ever done
I've had
this?
teachers in grade school. If I said something out of place, I had to have my hands held out and get a wooden ruler across the back.
Oh, Lord.
That did
Yeah.
not look good.
No, it didn't.
So have you guys ever done this? I had a classmate that told a story. He had a lot of siblings, and they were the product of if you did something bad, you're gonna get a butt whooping, okay, with the belt. And they would know when the father's coming because they would hear the jingles of him. You know, he must have had coins in his pocket or from the belt.
Keys.
And
Yeah.
they decided to do was put a book in their behind, and so when they were getting whooped, they would pretend that it's hurting, and they would be like, "Oh, ow!" And he thought he was doing his job, and they never knew.
That
Huh.
sounded like a porno.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
good.
Ah,
They would
he
know.
thought he was doing his job.
Yeah.
You know what I
A
mean?
lot of parents
That
don't
Yeah.
know.
was
Oh, my.
very clever because the kids didn't want to get hurt, and that was very clever.
Well, I shouldn't got in
I'll
trouble.
tell you what. Parents
That's
know
right.
the
Shit, my
difference
principal would have
between-
noticed that shit and said, "What's that lump in your butt?" Pulled it
Yeah.
out and then whooped you.
Uh-huh. The parents would too.
What's that big square? You ain't got no square booty. He'd have pulled that book out and whooped that ass.
Yeah, the average that's the thing too. You got a paddling at school, and you knew as soon as you got home that message had done been relayed to the house,
That's
and you
right.
was getting another one.
You was getting another one.
You expected it once you got out of school.
Oh no!
You're gonna get it when you get
Yeah.
home from your mom. Then you're gonna get it again from your grandmother and your father.
No, see, I really meant what I said. I could not let somebody do that to me. I could not.
Well, when you're a child, you don't have a say so.
Well,
That's
I,
right.
well,
Like nowadays, these kids.
They
Parents,
do these
they
days.
have-
Yeah.
they do nowadays. They
Yeah.
didn't when we grew up, but they do nowadays. They run
Yeah,
the family.
Oh, it just irks me to listen to kids talk to their parents like they do out in these stores and stuff.
Oh, it's
I have
crazy.
to- Oh,
Go
I
up my
have to
time like
bite
that, you
my
wouldn't be able to
tongue.
talk.
Nowadays,
Every time I hear a kid talk crazy in the stores or at the like restaurants these days, I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, I'm having flashbacks. If I would have done that, I'd have been busted out right there in the public. Like I'd have got
Absolutely.
backhanded at the table.
okay.
I'd have been on the
so-
floor holding my jaw, and my
Yeah.
mom would have finished her dinner.
Yeah, that's
so I have
right.
a question for you all.
I will say this.
Okay,
If
yes.
the kids nowadays would get their butt spanked like we did when we was younger, they would not have the attitude or any of that now that they
I'm
have.
not,
I don't think they would.
They have more respect.
They'd
I
have more
don't
respect.
subscribe to that.
Respect.
I don't subscribe to that. But
Okay.
Kids nowadays don't got respect for nothing.
No.
Anytime someone
I will
comes
still,
up to
I,
you and
I,
says, "We
I
want to
will
spank
still
you,"
agree with the
they'll
fact
threaten
that
their
you
parents
don't
by
have
telling
to
the
do
facts.
that and go that far to
That's
get your
no
kids to
respect
behave
for
or teach
right,
them
because
respect.
sometimes
But it's just how it was back then.
yeah, because
Yeah,
sometimes
that's the way we was raised.
Yeah.
because sometimes
Yeah.
psychology says that that's worse to hit
No.
your kid.
No.
Well,
Because
these
it
people
doesn't
nowadays
teach
don't know
them
what they're talking about.
because it doesn't teach them what you want them to teach. The only reason why you think they're behaving is because they just don't want to get whooped again. But
Well, ask about answer this why people like us turn out great and the kids nowadays ain't got their butt whooped and they out of control. So you answer me that.
I'm not necessarily certain it has to do with whooping. I think it has to do with the individual. Maybe you
Nah,
would
I
just
don't know.
maybe
No.
you would
Everybody
just,
gets a trophy. Everybody gets a trophy. Nobody loses.
no. I
Yeah.
mean maybe
Hey, Simply
I'm
Jam.
gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I think sometimes the older
I'm lagging.
generations had more respect for their parents than the generations of today. I do
We
agree.
did.
So
Mhm.
to
They
answer
do.
The way we
Yeah.
had that,
that's what I would tell you because I've noticed that sometimes.
the way
I
we had,
respected my parents.
we got respect
Guilty
from
by
our parents.
association.
Every time we stepped out of line, We either got backhanded or we got spanked.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't like it then, but I'm tell you what, I'm glad I got every one of my whoopings.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
Because every whooping I got, I deserved.
that's
Yeah,
the first
everyone
I've
I
ever
got,
Oh,
heard.
me too. I mean, they wasn't one I got that I didn't, that I shouldn't
And I
have,
used
you
to
know.
get some bad ones. That's why my dad was called backhand. And you do something wrong, you didn't talk for a couple of days because your mouth is swelled shut.
My grandmother,
Yeah, the fat lip.
she
That's right.
backhanded one of my uncles one time sitting at the table. You know what he done?
What's that?
We sat down to eat. I mean, and my uncle, he had polio, right?
Hey, Lord.
Right.
But back then, yeah, it was something that happened to him and all that. You know, we all sitting around the table eating. He cocked his leg up, and he cut one right there at the table. And I'm telling you, she slid him plumb under the kitchen sink.
Absolutely.
She hit him with her fist backwards, not her hand.
All right, Wendy.
Because back then, people used to go eat,
That's for
the
Wendy.
family eat at the table and all that stuff, and that was, you didn't do that stuff at the table.
You didn't talk.
No.
You sit down at the table and eat.
My dad would be on the other end of the table, and he'd throw a fork at you or something if you was doing something wrong. He didn't have to get up, or he'd get you later.
Yeah.
You think you got away with it, and you didn't get away with it. He'd get you later.
They didn't forget. You know, and what I could do to my
hey,
kids.
no, that reminds me of some shit I went through. Some of my stepdads throughout my life, I do some stupid shit I shouldn't have done, and I go to bed. I get woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning with the belt coming across my ass and back.
Yeah.
They would wait till I go to sleep and then be like, oh, he didn't do what he was supposed to do. I'm going to let him get some rest first because he going to need some rest for this ass whooping. And they would come in there like 3 o'clock in the morning just laying it on me. I'm waking up. Like, what's going on? You know, and it would, now some of the shit would be stupid shit that I did. I remember one time what I did was I was supposed to do dishes, right? So I did the dishes. But instead of going to find a towel or dry them off and put them away with, I used the damn curtain from the window. So you could see that the curtains were messed up. and then I put the dishes away. So now the curtains are all stained up. So I got an ass whipping for that. But I didn't get it until like in the morning when I was already sleeping. Right before school. It was like, 3, 4 in the morning. I get woke up with an ass whipping for about 20 minutes. Then he goes, "You ready for breakfast?" I go, "Yeah." So he cooked me some bacon and eggs. We sat at the table. I ate and I went to school. But I got an ass whipping because I did some dirty shit. I was wiping the dishes off with the curtains. So it was my fault. But man, come on. 3:30 in the morning, whatever. Right before school, getting an ass whooping. Then you're gonna be like, "Hey, you ready for breakfast now?" And sit at the table and talk and have breakfast and see you later. When you do the dishes today, you better not use that curtain.
Hey, Mike, I got to drop down. I just wanted to come up here and tell you, man, I've been seeing you catching them big old fish, man. I'm glad you're catching them. Keep on doing it. Keep them
I can't wait to get on them this year. I've only caught one decent one so far. Well, I caught, 2 PBs on little rod. That's fun. That's fun.
Little rod, boy. I love little rod.
I love that. But so far, my biggest fish is when I went down to Mad Avid.
All right, but I'm gonna get back out of here, man. Y'all be good.
Bye.
All right, brother, have a good one. I know you want some big ones too. I've been enjoying them.
Yep.
Hello, Sam.
Later, Tim.
Later. I agree with you. That's a very clever idea.
What's that?
Outdoors official said, if you have a kid that's argumentative or has a bad attitude problem, put them to work, like, for example, cleaning the yard so that they're too tired to talk back or have an attitude.
They won't do it nowadays.
No, they won't do it.
Well, both of our kids, we make both of our kids do housework and yard work just because once they get out on their own, they're going to need to know how to do that too. So
Right.
we make them do extra housework and extra outside work. Matter of fact, this new grill that I cooked on today, we made my son put that together by himself. We made him read the instructions and put that Weber grill together by himself so he would learn how to start doing that type of shit.
That's cool.
Because once y'all get out of our house, you're going to be in the real world, and we ain't going to be there for you. So unless you're rich enough to pay somebody to do everything for you, you're going to have to know how to do it yourself. So we teach them to learn how to do shit themselves.
All right, Sunflower.
Yes.
Wendy said I was summoned by you. What for?
Oh.
Look
So
out,
guess
Ricky.
what I ate? Guess what I had to eat?
Probably ribs.
No. What's the other combo we had? What's the other conversation? We were talking about what? Do you remember?
Wings? Let's see,
No.
wings, ribs.
No,
Get
something.
them in.
You know how me and drunk Ricky get? We forget shit.
Yeah.
No, something chocolatey. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Did you have you one?
2.
Oh, you done a double stuffer, eh?
Yes. I had my 2 long johns. After that conversation.
Is that an Oreo double stuff?
No, Mike, no. You have to go back
what am I
watch.
missing?
You missed it, bud. You missed it.
A double stuff that is not an Oreo sounds a little naughty to me.
No.
Well, that's the way it ended up.
Because they were called Long Johns. And John was
Long John.
But
wait a minute, a double stuffed Long John? Now it really sounds naughty.
After the conversation, I had a craving. Honest to God, I had a craving.
Oh, did you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my. So that's the reason Wendy put up there earlier.
Mm-hmm.
No. So you kept that on your mind now for, what, 3 days?
Yeah.
That's
Mike,
was
that
so
was,
good she couldn't resist the second one.
Wendy, I was going to save it for later. Honest to God, I was going to save it for later. And that's exactly why I said to myself, it's so good. I just can't. I have to eat it now.
Oh, it must have been good for you, Sunflowers. All I
That's
can
what I
say.
told my lady.
Yeah.
I love eating Long Johns. Mm-hmm.
Abbott's like, why am I still up here?
I'm telling you guys.
Why is he muted? Did you mute yourself?
Y'all missed it the other night on Wendy's show.
Okay.
That was so fun.
With Sunflower and Wendy and oh my God. It was what, 4 o'clock in the morning?
Something like that.
Yeah. You know, Wendy talking about licking the powder till it got creamy and then lick it off. And
suck. And she said suck because she likes the
and suck the cream off.
And I said the white one is just like yucky. I only like the dark one because of the dark chocolate.
Because it was creamy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, it's creamy goodness. The frosting.
Yeah. Say, Mike.
Mike, they're going to get me into a topic that's going to get me in trouble. I think
Ricky's a bad influence on me.
Oh, I am so glad I didn't see
When? Now, come on now. How am I a bad influence?
A lot of what she's saying, but I'm trying to hold my tongue.
All right, we'll blame Wendy. Wendy's the bad influence.
No, I'm blaming you because you're bringing it up.
Okay.
No,
when was this?
What's today? Thursday. It's last Thursday. Wasn't it Thursday?
I don't remember.
Because I could, my mind, I could say a lot of.
Oh, and you just don't know. They got to talking about the donut holes, you know. Oh.
Rick, you're going to give me saying some smart-ass remarks.
Do what?
You're going to give me saying some smart-ass remarks now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, they've talked about how soft the holes was and, you know, they wasn't too dry.
Mike,
there she goes.
Mike, I'm one step down before I say something I should.
Oh, I call about beavers and stuff.
All right, brother. You can say whatever you want. It's late night, but all right, brother. Thanks for coming up, and good to see that you weathered the storm. Good to see you weather the storm. I hope everything's good that way.
Hi,
have a good one.
You know what I'm talking about after we talk Friday night.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go there. I'm trying to keep it clean and polite.
Sipping.
She said cream or jelly filled, and Jan says I like eclairs.
Yeah.
They're pretending they're talking about real donuts.
Yeah, she's no.
Oh, bye, Evan.
He said he had to leave before he said something he didn't supposed to. No, he'll be back.
Yeah, he did drop. I can't believe it.
Oh my God, I'm bad. I'm really bad.
But you sound so. The voice don't match the attitude.
I know.
She's got like an innocent voice, right? It's like an innocent voice.
She does. She has that so soft, sweet.
I'm gonna tell you a story. Once upon a time, the phone rang. And
her face too. When she's on camera, she looks like an innocent person too.
Yes,
Speaking of which, hour and a half in, I'm gonna take that pee break. You tell your story. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna tell a story. Go ahead. Like that. I sound so innocent. So the phone rang, and I said, "Hello, how may I help you? Is Miss?" They were looking for my parents, and I said, "No, they are not here today. How may I help you?" And the person on the phone goes, "Well, how old are you?" Because they thought I was a real child. And I'm like,
yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm an adult. I was like either in my 20s or 30s. Because people think that I sound like I'm a child.
You do have a let's see, how could I say that? Pre-puberty voice.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, you do.
I know. And then when people see me,
hey Arlene,
oh God, they think that I'm like in my 20s. And no, I'm 44.
You don't look it.
Yeah, my grandma was like that. My grandma looked very young, except for you can tell, you can figure out that she was older.
That Miss Kelly King?
You
what? Kelly King, what's up, buddy?
Mm-hmm. But I think it's
it's just a trait you've got, I guess, from your grandparents.
Yeah, because my grandpa, he was like, what, 80-something, and he finally got gray hair.
Right.
But my grandma...
me and Mike don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but my grandma got gray hair very early, but she had young, like her skin and her face looked so young. Oh, my God, she was lucky.
Was she?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you may carry that trait for a long time as well.
That's what I think.
You never know.
But it's kind of weird, like because guys think I'm too young, and then it's like, yeah, no.
You've been around a little bit, maybe, a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like Wendy. She looks young to me.
We're the same age.
I know, but both of you look younger than you are. I'll give you that.
You do. When you told me your age, I thought you were younger. Yeah, Ricky, you look younger.
I'd like to be younger.
Oh, Ricky, you definitely look younger than your age, definitely.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I look older than my age. You look young.
That's a good thing.
You're in better shape than I am.
I didn't know round was a shape, but I guess it is. No.
Round is a shape. It's called a circle.
Hey, Don. Hey, Don, what's going on, buddy? You following me around tonight?
Hey, welcome back, Don.
It all started this morning. I was watching Don's show this morning. Lance on there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get me some of them guard dogs, man. Try them out.
I've been seeing them. Shoot, what's his name? Oh shoot, does the weights.
Wow.
Shoot, can you?
Brad Cotto.
Brad, yes. He was the first one I seen that had them.
Well, you know what? Last week sometime, Dink Over Stink came on a live with us, and he caught a channel cat that was about 5 inches long, and that guard dog went off and hooked that fish.
That thing set that off. That little fish set that guard dog off.
Yeah, because it's got it's got sensitivities on it where you can put it on, a light bite, heavy bite, medium bite.
Yeah. What's wrong, Mike?
Lance McCoolguy started that. I think. Well, he didn't start it, but Lance McCoolguy started promoting that. Gene from Dink Over Stink also promotes that. Brad Caldwell from the Sinkers, TidalWeightSinkers promotes it. Yeah.
All right.
But I think Lance was the first one that started promoting it as far as people that we know.
Mike, while you were down, I was telling Ricky that Dink caught a little 5-inch channel cat with one of those on live we were on.
Yep.
And that right there proved it to me right there. If it'll catch a 5-inch channel cat.
Right.
like I said,
Lance, I'm surprised it didn't rip that catfish's face off.
Or flip him up on the shore.
It snapped so hard. I'm surprised it didn't rip that catfish's face off, because that catfish was like that big.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm starting to lag and I'm starting to drop. Hopefully it hangs, but
hey, I
dropped down to 37 degrees and it's chilly out there, so sometimes that affects my stream. Hey, what's up, Rich? CFM? Yeah, I can tell I'm still lagging. I'm lagging to myself, and I know that means I'm lagging out there. Yeah, I'm trying to click shit. I'm lagging.
Is he all right? Lord, everybody's internet's lagging tonight for some reason. Yeah. Mike, he's done dropped off a couple times. Sunflower, you still up?
Yes, I'll be right back.
What's going on, Rich? Judith?
Yeah, Tim, he's there.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon yours and I are still good, Tim.
I guess. Mine ain't overheated yet.
Well, it took mine once I caught on. It lagged a couple times there, but so far it's tight. We've had some pretty hard storms go through here this evening. Hello, Rich.
Well, we got a cold front blowing through here right now, so the wind's blowing real hard. It's rained all day. It's been nasty. It hasn't rained hard. It hasn't been real stormy hard. It's just been uncomfortable.
Yeah, we've had some hard storms since about 3 o'clock today when the first one came through. Heavy, hard wind, heavy rain, lightning, thunder. But the pollen, pollen right now.
I just went ahead and changed my internet to see if that'll work better. I noticed I started lagging and dropping out a bunch, so I just changed to one of my other connections to see if that holds better. Like I said, it's 30.
Dink. 30 feet. That didn't work.
He gone. Adios, Felicia.
Well, it'll just be Sunflower, Tim, and I guess.
Okay.
We'll get Sunflower cranked up on them donuts again.
All right. If you say so.
Yeah, we need Wendy. We need Wendy, though.
Yeah.
No. Nah, we can do it without her, though.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. See that answer right there. Did you catch that, Tim?
Yeah. Yeah. True.
True. It's so innocent.
Okay. You think I'm innocent. You think I'm innocent. That's what I want you to think.
That didn't work either.
That's what
I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link one more time real quick, just in case Wendy doesn't have it saved anymore.
Are you okay?
If she wants to come up and run it, if not, don't worry, Wendy. If not, I'll just leave them up there until they decide to leave. If it keeps dropping. I love you guys. Thank you, everybody that's been in here. I'm still hanging out. I'm not saying my goodbyes, but I'm saying if it keeps dropping like this,
just keep coming back. Just keep coming back. We'll wait on you.
Yeah,
I can't keep coming back. I like to interact. I can't keep trying to catch up like Lori. Hello, Lori. I haven't even seen that name, and they're already talking to people. Hello, Lori. You know me. I like to stay current.
And he gone.
You know me. I like to come and go. I like to come and go. I like to come and go.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
All right. Sunflower, come up with something to discuss.
Oh, it is. Son of a gun.
What?
Snowing. Are you kidding
You
me?
better hush your mouth. It better not be snowing.
Oh, it wouldn't
Sorry,
surprise
my
me.
internet started acting up.
She lives in northern Illinois. It's raining here, so it don't surprise me it's snowing up there.
Hey, Mike, is it snowing? It's snowing here.
It ain't snowing down here, Sunflower. It's warming up.
God, yes. This is so stupid.
Yeah, it's supposed to snow. It's supposed to snow a lot up to the north.
This is stupid.
Ryan Hall, when Ryan Hall y'all did his last storm prediction, he said there was going to be a lot of snow up to the north on the end of this little tornado outbreak that we had.
Oh, okay.
But
Michigan, Chicago, pretty much the whole Great Lake area. Some places we're going to get 2 feet of snow, according to him.
This is so stupid. We've had like
he predicted that like 4 or 5 days ago.
It just makes you mad.
Like in the 70s, 80s for like 5 days now, and now it's snowing.
Yeah.
See, Sunflower, you got to realize this.
I'm about to drop
right about the line where Mike and I live in the state is where the weather starts to get a little bit warmer. So you getting snow up there and we getting rain here that's normal for us. And
I get
Avid, which is down in the southern part of the state, gets even better weather than we do in the central part of the state.
Yeah, and we've been in the 70s here in the last few days. Hit 80 Friday. We was in the 80s Friday.
Yeah, it was in the 80s here Thursday and Friday here too. I mean,
it's been in the 70s, 80s, and now my car is full.
I'm gonna reboot my phone. If it's still acting up after that, I'll just drop down and you guys can do whatever you want to. I'm gonna reboot my phone now, so it'll be a minute before I get back.
All right.
My internet started dropping all of a sudden, so I'll try a reboot. I'll be back in a minute.
All right, Mike.
Oh.
Yeah, Wendy may come up if Mike will come back.
She said not tonight.
Oh, she's not coming up tonight?
I'm not coming up tonight, but I will have the link if needed, Mike. No worries. You can go in-house. Wendy.
Yeah. Wendy.
So,
yeah, I figured something was up when Wendy sent me that message about you.
I was just goofing off, and she did it. She's amazing.
Yeah.
And you're amazing. You're awesome.
How do you see that, please?
Because you are. I know good people when I see it. When I see them.
Okay. Okay. But some people don't see me like that. They look at they're judgmental about the ink.
Dude, it's 2023. Lots of
people, but
that's nothing.
Preconceived notions.
Yeah, I know, Tim. But,
I don't do that because you have to judge people on their merit. As I told a friend of mine, what I like about him is that he meets people where they're at. So you have to meet people where they're at and make a judgment about what you see in front of you, not your preconceived notion, because 9 times out of 10, that's so wrong.
Or outdated.
Yes, outdated, Tim. Exactly. That's the way I feel sometimes, outdated.
No,
The
but
postmaster misstamping me.
But I've been on the receiving end of people misunderstanding me before they get to know me. So I try very hard not to do it because it pisses me off to no end.
Well, you don't misunderstand. You're not misunderstanding to me. It's just your demeanor, the way you talk. You're so soft spoken.
That's funny because everyone in real life says I'm too loud.
No, I don't. See, you judge me, and then that's my judge to you.
Yeah. But that's okay.
It's not a bad thing when somebody they call you Wendy.
It's just funny. Two people in my whole entire life, if people were to describe me, two people will have two different completely opinions about who I am.
Right.
That comes down to perception. How people perceive things.
Yeah. See, Sunflower, we call you soft spoken because you don't run with the cutthroat crowd like we do.
Yeah.
I know that you do, but in real life,
in our crowd, the first hitter don't stand a chance.
Yeah.
But I've been told my whole life, you're too loud.
Maybe after you've had too many of them donuts.
Oh, no, my family doesn't know about that. No. That's just for friends.
Oh, okay. Okay. Keep it amongst
and you know what, Ricky Bobby? It's not what she said, it's how she said it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Well, I grew up with brothers, so I learned from the best.
There you go.
I look like I'm still lagging here. Hopefully you guys can hear me.
No, you're coming in great.
Just in case, it's lagging on my camera, which lets me know the connection is not that good as far as the video part. Hopefully the audio is good. Just in case I drop down again, if this kicks me off again, I'll take off. You guys on panel, if you feel like hanging out for a while, feel free to hang out for a while and then just take off whenever you do. It will eventually end on its own. Everybody who came to hang out, I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm still enjoying my vacation. I'm still loving every single one of you guys and hanging out with you. Sorry, my internet started acting up. So if I fall out again, I'm probably not going to come back up. If it hangs and it starts looking all right, then I'll hang out for a little while longer. But love you guys. So if I drop out, it doesn't mean you guys have to. If you're having fun, feel free to sit up there and have fun and talk amongst yourselves. I love y'all. For now, I'm here. So
it's
back to your stories.
Bad.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
I know. That's not bad.
I want to say my good nights just in case I drop out again. I'm not going to come back.
Right.
That's
how
it's not bad, Mike. But your audio is still real good, and you just barely lagging a little, not much. See, it's not bad.
Yeah. Normally it runs smooth, but occasionally when it gets goofy, it just gets goofy, and I don't want to put people through the goofiness. They could probably find something better else to do than look at me dropping off every 5 seconds.
Oh my God, John.
But then we get to make fun of you while you're gone. That's the good part.
No, John does it while he's here.
Hey, I made fun of myself. I put out a post that I don't think anybody else will put out. A picture of me passed out with the chicken wing. If you guys haven't seen it, go back to my community tab when you get time and scroll back. Scroll back a bit. Eventually, you're going to.
Oh, there he went.
We're talking about chicken wings. There you go.
Yeah, we're talking about chicken. He went too. He flew the coop.
Yeah.
So he won't be back. You ain't leaving, are you, Sunflower?
No. Unless.
Are you off tonight, Tim?
Yeah.
Oh. Ask him if he's off work tonight.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
that's
just
good.
hanging out in the garage, you know.
Mm,
Can't do nothing else right now.
you're right. Ugh.
Wanted to get in a hot tub, but the weather just ain't cooperating.
Well, it'd be the time to get in that hot tub.
Well, yeah, it's nice. I mean, the cold is not the
Yeah.
problem. It's the wind that's blowing right now.
Yeah, that's
Right.
Because, you know, not every bit of the head gets down in the water.
Yeah, you can only get so far, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you have to get you a snorkel.
Yeah.
Somebody
No,
come by, you know, they know they're sticking up.
Shut the lid on me.
Yeah. That'd be bad.
Because usually when I get in it and it's just me, I'll just flip half the lid open on it and sit on one
Yeah.
side of it.
Yeah, it retains the heat a little better that way, don't it?
Well, sit me a cup of coffee up there and this and that. And
Oh, yeah. Boy,
I did actually get to cut my grass yesterday for the first time.
oh, I need to mow again too. Shoot.
Well, I've needed to mow, but I've been so busy that I had to wait for the weekend to do
Yeah,
it.
my mowing to get started back again. Well, we've done started mowing, but where we mow on 2-week cycles, we'll start about Wednesday this week, hopefully. Weather permitting.
You're doing 2-week cycles this early into the season?
Yes.
Man, I tell you what, at this point in time right now, I couldn't wait 2 weeks to cut my grass because I'd be bailing it.
Well, I could bail some of the lawns that are cut, but that's the way the customer wants them.
Yeah, I mean, later on in the year, you know how it is. Later on in the year, July, August, you can wait a couple weeks and then not have to mow, you know, for a couple weeks.
Oh, yeah. The dry years, shoot, I can wait 3 weeks out.
Yeah.
Back, like that.
I used to have a neighbor next door to me. He was very meticulous about his yard.
We have a couple down at the end of the road that is, yes.
So he would cut his yard and I would wait 2 days and then cut mine. So my yard was 2 days shorter than his. And guaranteed, as soon as he got home and seen that, out came the mower.
Yeah. Yeah.
I told his wife one day, I said, Karen, I do that just to mess with Dad.
Yeah. Now, this couple at the end of the road, they mow about every 3 or 4 days. That's no joke. I mean, what'd you see?
I found the picture of Mike with the chicken wings
Oh, did you?
on his community page. That's hilarious.
Well, do you do Facebook Sunflower?
I have a Facebook account, but I hate using it. I prefer
Yeah.
Instagram, but I am on Facebook.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
No,
I don't do Instagram.
I'll use Facebook if people don't use Instagram.
Right. I hear a vehicle running. Somebody's here, but there's always somebody coming in now. Now, Thursday, let's see, when was it? Yeah, I got up at 6 a.m. Thursday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally laid down, let me think, Thursday morning, Friday morning. I laid down at 11:30 Friday night. I was up 42 hours, I think is what it was.
Wow.
40 some hours, yeah.
Cutting and running?
No, we was trying to get a pickup truck going.
Oh, that's right. You've been working on switching that engine out on that truck, haven't
you? Yeah, we run into issues.
Oh God, I hate doing that.
Yeah.
If it's just a quick swap, it's not a big deal. But when the issues start mounting,
yes, one right after
frustrated as hell.
Yes.
You just start looking for where the gasoline and the dynamite is. And...
yeah, tannerite, something or other. roll it over in the woods. It just gets under my skin sometimes. I just have to walk away from it.
And my son is a certified mechanic at a GM dealership too.
That's cool.
We have a Toyota here too that's got to have engine work done on it. It's set for a year at a garage. The elderly gentleman was working on it for his granddaughter, and he passed away. And her birthday was a month ago, and they sent it to us to try to have it done for him for her birthday. But there was no way. There was so many parts that, set in a year.
Yep.
The parts just disappeared. So we had to run down a skeleton vehicle to use, but it's mashed up so bad it's going to take an act of Congress to get that thing opened enough to get what we need out of it.
Right.
I mean, between the torches and the saw, it's a headache. I mean, Jesus. I'm too old for this stuff anymore. Now, if I was in my 20s and 30s, shit, that done been done. But all I do now is sit in the chair and supervise.
About all I do now is call my son.
Yeah, that's what I do. Is she off in the distance? Was that her?
It kind of sounded that way.
Yeah. I hear somebody talking off. Here. Sunflower.
Hello.
There we go.
Yeah. We thought you was off in another room somewhere.
No, I've been here.
No, because we could hear another voice.
No, I was not talking. I thought maybe it was in your backgrounds.
No.
Nope.
Then we have a ghost.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, I guess we have a ghost.
I think sometimes StreamYard kind of melts together a little bit, and you hear
the signal
fight off conversations from somewhere else. Just like you can't really tell what's going on, but you hear something.
That's
right.
True.
If you have a strong enough signal, you've got a good signal, so you're getting a bleed over. Like on the CB. You remember how they used to get bleed overs on them things from 5th channel?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're talking about. Know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep. Yeah, I hear something running.
Yeah, that's true, Joe. After all, it is a channel.
Yes, it is. And it's run through the airwaves, too. Used to run a ham radio. You ever use one of them, Tim?
Ham radio?
My grandfather had a ham radio room that was just for his ham radios, and I seen growing up from him the progression from the big giant tube radios.
Oh yeah, the glass tubes.
Yeah, down to the small transistor box that was your ham radio.
This is hilarious.
Every spring I would have to go out in his backyard and rewire his antenna that ran along the top of the fence, across the backyard, so he'd get his reception. I do have some of his equipment from his old radio, and I have his wooden desk that he sat at. Now that desk is 50 years old, and it takes 4 people to move it. It's made out. It's made out of real wood.
Now, what was you laughing about, Sunflower? You chuckled there.
Okay, we got a super chat. And guess who it's from? From Mike's Fishing Home. He gave $2. He goes, sunflowers, Ricky, cat, dog. Then he has the hug emoji, rose emoji, and the heart emoji. And then Southern goes, look at Mike giving himself a discount. LOL.
Yeah. He's paying himself.
Exactly. So you were saying about ham radio. My mom's aunt's husband, so my uncle, Bert, he had a ham radio. And he used to teach me to love it growing up. That was very cool.
Yeah. Dialing that thing in. True.
Back in the day, you had to take a test and be licensed to be a ham radio operator.
All right,
yes, you did.
And you actually got call numbers, which you still do now, but you don't have to be licensed for it now.
Okay, I'm thinking this was either in the middle 80s or early 90s. I'm thinking the 80s. And I remember seeing his postcards.
See, that's
the postcards.
The postcards back then with ham radios were like stickers with the fishing community now. My grandfather had bunches of them too sticking on his, his ham radio, his big one that he had that friends would send him, because with those radios, you could talk halfway around the world.
Well, sure, you get that.
You get a good skip, and you could get a ways.
He did. Yeah. He talked to people from all over the world.
Yep.
Oh, yes. My uncle did. I mean, he had like you talked about earlier, Tim, the big glass bulbs, them things would get heated up. He turn that thing on, get it warm. You hear it frying. I mean, just sizzling.
Yep.
I mean,
now retired Rick is a ham operator.
Gavin.
Yeah. When we went down to Springfield to go fishing, I seen his license plate, and he has a ham operator license plate, and it just reminded me of my grandfather.
Wait, you can do I didn't know you can do license plate like that.
In the state of Illinois, you sure can.
I've never seen one.
You can get a personalized plate with your call numbers on it. And it says,
that's what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, and it says amateur ham radio operator on the side of the license plate.
Oh, does it?
Yes, sure does.
Thank you, Wendy. Wendy gave a $3 super chat. Thank Wendy.
That's for me. I'm her third person.
Okay, hey
so
Ricky.
How do you, Tim? I have a question. How do people get their call letters? Do they ask for them, or are they just given to them?
No, you have to file for it through the FCC, wasn't it, Tim?
Yeah, you can, but if it's kind of like with personalized license plates, you can ask for a certain way for it to go. If it's not taken, then you can have that. Right. Just like my grandfather's was W9IUW. The IU is because he went to the University of Illinois as an engineer.
Oh, that's clever.
So, it's those numbers can be just like a personalized license plate. As long as it's not taken, you can have it.
I kind of wish I could do ham radio today, but I can't be near ham radio equipment. I'm not allowed.
Why?
Because I had a health scare when I was younger, and the electrical circuits of my heart broke. And I have a pacemaker, so I'm not allowed to be near ham operating equipment.
Well, right, that big old mic, when you Tim know what I'm talking about. When you Rich Baker got that paddle or that button.
That's the exact microphone. That's the exact microphone I got sitting on my desk in my room right now.
Yeah, you reach and get it, go.
Yep.
That thing would, you could feel the electricity come through it.
Now, hey, let me ask you this, Sunflower. When they told you about this not being around ham operators with the pacemaker, was that pre-transistor radios or post-transistor?
Well, this was about the year 2016.
Okay,
so
that's okay.
I don't know what the answer is. What's the answer?
That would be the transistor radios. That's post.
Yeah, being the new style. Yes.
Because I was thinking maybe the vacuum sealed, the vacuum radio ones might have gave off more.
Yeah.
Off charge than the transistors do. But if they diagnosed you that 2016, that's with a transistor ham radio.
Yeah, it was at the end of 2016 in October. I didn't even know I didn't really know I was sick.
Right.
And the only reason why they knew is because when I had to go to the lab and get lab work, because the doctor's office didn't do it. They said, go across the street and go get your labs done. And while you're at it, get another blood pressure reading. Because you wanted to make sure, because some doctors think that people's blood pressure skyrockets at the office because people don't like going to the doctor. And if they see the doctor, it'll skyrocket. So they want you to go to the lab. He also wanted me to do that. And when they were examining me, apparently they examined my heart and they said, oh, you can't leave.
Yeah.
And then I had to go to the hospital. That's how.
Well, last Thursday when I was at the doctor, they wasn't going to let me leave.
Oh, no. I hope you're all right.
Yeah. Well, I went in to get my injections in my back, and they checked my blood pressure like they do every time I go. And, the nurse didn't say nothing at first. And she went and got the doctor. She come in. They took it again. Well, all of my doctors are in the same building. The one that takes care of my back, and then my general physician I see every 3 months. So they all was in there at one time. Both nurses, because each doctor had their own nurse, and both doctors. And they were doing my blood pressure. They done an ultrasound on my artery in my neck. And they had me hooked up to a EKG.
Oh, no.
And I just went in just for, my checkup, get my injections in my back and go home. But my blood pressure was so high. It was unreal. It was 202 over 111.
Oh, wow. Woo. But did you feel any, but before you went to the doctor, did you feel any symptoms? Did you think something?
I just felt groggy. It's all run down, tired,
Oh, wow.
I'll be back in a minute.
But that was the same night. I got up at 6 a.m. that morning, and I didn't go back to bed till late Friday night.
Wow.
I was up for 42 hours even after I went to the doctor.
Yeah.
The stress.
But how are you feeling now?
Well, okay, I still have to check my blood pressure. It's still up, but I ain't going to call them, tell them.
Well, be careful. I hope you feel better.
I will.
Oh, my God. So we have a prediction here. According to someone in chat, I'm not naming names, you could possibly be pregnant. Are you pregnant, Ricky? Oh.
Possibility.
There's your answer.
Yeah. Lord God.
Yeah, Gavin. One of my parents or both parents had a stent put in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was surprised when they told me I needed a pacemaker because I was just tired and I thought that was from some other issue. And at the hospital, they're waiting for me. They're like, so what are your symptoms? And I had nothing.
Yeah. Well, see, now I got to go back Wednesday. What's today? 17th? No, 16th. Yeah. Well, I got to go back on the 26th. Do it all over again.
Hi, Ryan.
My son has his treatments every Thursday. So he's got a few more.
Mike, was Wendy being bad? That she deserved the timeout?
He didn't.
He said, I timed out Wendy. You never know.
That's all the reason he's in chat. He just, boy, he can hammer them all now. He can pay attention on his chat now, can't he?
Yeah. This is actually interesting. This is the first time I've seen Mike in his chat. So I kind of like it.
Well, he's interacting. That way he's interacting with his chat.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. You know? Mike's a great guy.
Yeah.
So Skipjack Cindy came up with a live last night, and she doesn't really know what she's doing on her phone yet. And she blocked Wendy in the middle of the live.
Did she?
Oh, Lord.
About it. I'll tell you, it was funny. It was hilarious. And she didn't have no moderators or nothing like that to help her out with trying to get it back. But she was the StreamYard, so she couldn't do nothing about it at the time.
Oh, my.
It'll all get sorted out. It happens.
I
told her, I said, don't panic. It'll all get fixed tomorrow. Just don't panic about it.
Yeah. Just let the motions go through. Ugh. Well, I'm about done for the night, guys.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm about ready to go too.
Because I'm tired. Got a long day tomorrow. Got to go put in some more cabinets. Try to finish that kitchen up. Then we got to lay some new plumbing underneath from the kitchen all the way back to the bathroom, replumb all that bathroom, install a new toilet, new vanity. It's just, one thing after another.
How much room you got to do the line? You got to be in the crawl space, or are you going to be in the basement?
It's a crawl space.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That sounds really fun.
Oh, I hate getting in my crawl space. Golly.
Yeah. It's just a little cabin-like. I mean, it's an older home they've turned into a cabin, per se, and now it's going to be an office for this gentleman. And, yeah. It's tight. We'll get it. We had to lay out that kitchen 2 or 3 different ways before we could get the cabinets that they had purchased. See, we went in behind another person that was supposed to have finished this, and he just walked off. He just quit. And, it's hard to go in and try to visualize what that person was seeing, with the cabinets he had ordered. And this big lazy Susan he has for the corner.
All right, let's see if my internet will hold. I'll try to come back up here for a minute. Now that I've been hanging out in chat for a little while.
We've seen you.
So how'd that go?
That shit was funny. I'm glad Sunflower's caught that. I actually super chatted myself Just
Yeah,
to say thank you
I'm like, oh my
to
God,
you guys being up there. Sunflowers
Yeah.
called it.
that was actually very sweet.
Yeah, I heard her laughing, so I knew something had happened.
Oh, there you go.
There we went.
Dang it, here we go again. Son of a bitch, I'm going back to check.
Oh my,
Yeah, I ain't gonna put up with this shit. Blah, blah, blah.
oh my God, Mike. Oh, I'm so sorry. I jinxed you. I said hello and
I need
No,
me
you
a
know
big
what?
what?
I think it's something about the signal around that Springfield area because Rick sometimes has problems too.
Yes, he does. I mean,
And
I've
Rick
seen him.
and Rick is the only one that has problems coming up on his panel on a
it could
regular
be the
basis.
weather. It could be their goofy weather that's causing.
No, it's that signal down there in
Yeah, this
Springfield.
stupid
That's
damn
what it is.
weather is killing me.
Well, then
Yeah,
you need to
our
move,
weather
Mike.
does it here.
Mike, if you want to stay on
Anyways, and then
YouTube,
Wendy and John Wiggs also kind of super chatted to cover the things, and they were being funny too. So I appreciate them for that.
Mike, I think the internet's telling you if you want to stay on YouTube, you gotta move.
Yeah.
John Wiggs says he blocked me. He ain't playing no more.
No, hey, you heard it. Wendy got blocked last night on Skipjack Cindy's. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I heard
She
about
put
that.
the finger in the wrong spot. Oh, it was funny. She was panicking.
Did you block
I think I'm about to
Wendy
drop
there,
again.
Mike?
It's just lagging.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't see her, so
Well, she'll be out for what, 300 seconds, something like that.
yeah,
Or
300
did,
seconds.
did you block her or time her out?
I have no idea.
You know, Tim?
Tonight?
Yeah, did he block Wendy or did he time her out?
Oh, I don't know if he timed her out or not, but I was talking about
Probably
last
just really
night.
joking.
Last night, Cindy blocked him.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
y'all. Yeah, I'm just gonna hop off.
Yeah.
Obviously,
You're
my
on-
internet
hey,
ain't
look,
working, so
You're on vacation.
I
Take
love you
that.
guys.
Right.
Yeah, just
I
enjoy
love you
your
guys. I
vacation.
appreciate you. But yeah, I'm gonna have to hop off. If you guys hang
Yeah.
out, feel free for a little while. But I'm hopping out of here.
Yeah,
I'll drop
I
down and
gotta
chat
go
until I
too.
see
I think
nobody
it's-
there,
I
and then
think
I'll
they
end it
said they have to go,
afterwards.
Mike. So do you want to call your stream?
All right,
You go ahead.
yeah. You guys are taking off. All right.
Yeah,
You go ahead and
I
call
love
it
you
if you
guys.
want.
I'm
Go
sorry my
ahead.
internet's acting up. It's been a pleasure so far hanging out during this vacation. Let Catfish
Bobby?
Dog say his goodbye.
Ricky Bobby, good night.
If we're pointing fingers, let me get out my tank thumb.
Sunflowers, good night.
Let me say
Yeah, I got
goodbye to
this one.
Sunflowers over there.
Bye.
Look, let me say goodbye to Sunflowers.
Mike?
Ricky,
All right.
Catfish Dog.
Yeah,
I had to
all right.
break out the tank thumb.
Everybody in chat, I'm going to give you a gardening tip. Hide your hose because you know there's hose thieves out there. So hide your hose.
You hide your
Oh.
hole in the closet.
Wendy says it's on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
She had that 300 seconds. That was a
You
long
did, too.
300 seconds, I bet.
Yeah, I asked Tim if it was
She
300.
says I'm in trouble.
Yeah, you are. You will be,
I'll bet.
Mike.
But anyways, I love you guys, and I'm
Yeah, we love you
sorry
too.
my internet's it's kicking. I actually felt like hanging out, so
Yep.
Yep.
He gone.
He gone.
Yeah.
Adios, Felicia.
Yeah. All right, guys. Y'all have a fantastic night.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here too.
Good night.
Sunflower, I hope to see you again another night.
Well,
on
wait,
Wednesday.
wait a minute.
Oh wait, he's
Yep.
crying again.
Yep. All right.
Everybody,
Let's leave.
suck, Wendy. I lick. I only
Yeah.
suck if you behave.
Wendy, I love you, Wendy. Hey, Wendy, are you going
Us-
live or no?
Wait, yeah, I forgot. If somebody is, get that link out there real quick. Get your link over there if you're going live.
Because usually you do, but if not, I'll see you later.
Oh, I guarantee you I'll come back up by 3 a.m. and she'll be on here. and that one will be too.
Right.
Those are
Some
the
nights
best.
she's like, I'm not going live. I'll wake up
Yeah.
at like 4 a.m. to take a piss, and she's live.
She's like,
Yeah.
I'll be on for a half hour, and it's like
Yes,
4 hours later.
You hear
That's
this,
the way it
Wendy?
was
You
the
hear
other
them
night.
talking about you like that? You hear them speaking the truth like that? Oh my God. Man.
Hey, the truth is the truth. We know it. Everybody here knows it.
yeah.
Okay, Wendy. Then I'll see you later.
She says, I just had to have another beer. That's all she said. I'll get another beer.
Yeah. But
Well,
we
I
love
gotta go take a pee.
I'll be right back. Gotta
I
go
love
pay.
you guys. I'm going to end it before I have to come back to end it. So thank you, everybody. I love you guys. Have a great night. We'll try this again tomorrow. Hopefully fishing. If not, I'll be back out here somewhere. See y'all later.
Man.
She says, I quit and I want severance. She wants severance pay.
All right, Mike. That's for you, Mike.
I
That's
love you.
Hey, send her that $2 super chat. There's your pay right there.
I'll send you a text. Wendy, I'll send you a text here in a minute.